Alright, you crazy assassins, in today's elusive target we get two for the price of one. We have Pavel Frydel and Akane Akenawa, the surgeons here in Hokkaido. I'm really excited about this one.
Good evening, 47. Your targets are Dr. Pavel Frydel and Dr. Akane Akenawa, brilliant and unethical transplant surgeons. Both were involved in performing an operation on a billionaire's son. However, the organ had been sourced illicitly in Central Africa, and the patient died of hemorrhagic fever shortly after. We have located the targets at Gamma in Hokkaido, where they are key members of staff and will enjoy a great deal of freedom of movement and protection within the facility itself. The client offers a substantial bonus if the targets are eliminated in a manner appropriate to the death of their patient. As you know, the Gamma facility has worked with infectious diseases, so you should be able to find something useful on site. And I know you appreciate poetic justice. The clock is ticking, 47. Good luck.
Pavel Frydel is a brilliant transplant surgeon, previously the chief physician at the Warsaw State Central Hospital. He moved into the private sector, lured by the prospect of astronomical salaries and the freedom to choose his own patients. Before joining the Gamma facility staff, he was involved in a transplant operation that went terribly wrong after the organ used turned out to be carrying a strain of VHV. He fled underground, claiming his innocence and blaming the patient's death on the provenance of the organ. Akane Akenawa is a focused and meticulous surgeon with a private clinic in Tokyo in addition to her position at the Gamma facility in Hokkaido. Brilliant and entrepreneurial, she was involved in the tragic events that led to the unlawful death of a patient following the infected liver transplant. She maintains that she was uninvolved in the acquisition of the organ and protests her innocence. However, her private clinic in Tokyo is listed as the broker for the acquisition of the organ, and a large payment was made from her accounts to Swiss accounts controlled by Dr. Pavel Frydel. Going to start down here as a surgeon because it gives me access to everything I need very close by.
Good afternoon, 47. I have an update for you. The Gamma facility has continued their research into the variant 2 Banner-Coleman hemorrhagic virus and may have several samples in storage. I've been unable to ascertain the location of the samples, so you will need to locate them yourself if you wish to honor the client's special request. Good hunting, 47, as always.
So here is the first target already, Akane Akenawa, and she's going to be roaming around this area, but the first thing that I need to do is grab the viruses that produce hemorrhagic fever. And really, if we want to be scientific about this, people wouldn't die right away. It would take a little while, but the deaths are instantaneous. This basically serves like a lethal injection.
This looks promising, 47. Those samples should be exactly what you need.
Now that door is usually locked to pretty much anything. That's why I chose to start as the surgeon, because the surgeon has access to that room. I'm gonna destroy the evidence, of course, and then I can head back up to take care of Akane Akenawa. If you've seen my previous elusive target videos, you know that I like to stalk the targets and get as much of the dialogue as possible before killing them. This time will be no different.
Mind you, gotta be careful where you keep the thing. A couple days ago,
I'll do some editing to show all of the dialogue here.
Doctor? Took him hours to figure out why he was feeling such a...
So she basically goes around in a loop in this area, and she'll stop at that corner there to have conversations on her phone. I believe she has 4 different possible conversations. I'll try to show some of them, maybe 3, if I can get all 4 maybe.
Yes, it's me again, madame. Just to make sure, it's perhaps better if Dr. Frydel doesn't know anything about this arrangement. Well, just don't mention my name. Yes. That's it. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's a matter of professional pride. My assistant will contact you this afternoon. Oh, no problem. See you soon.
And now she'll basically just move off and loop around. This is actually the perfect spot to kill her right here. Nobody will see you jab her with a poison. but we're not ready for that yet. There's also the opportunity to poison her drink here, either with emetic or lethal poison. If you use the emetic, she'll go off to the bathroom to be sick. Gives you more privacy, more opportunities to kill her. But you would need a appropriate disguise in order to poison that with all the security in the room. Not really worth it in my opinion. Especially when there's no real benefit in doing it.
Then I realized, of course I've thrown all my cassettes away. Bummer, you know?
So that is basically her entire cycle. She's just gonna go back here in the operating theater and just repeat all that she just did with some different dialogue possible along the way. So I'm actually gonna go back to the corner where she takes out her cell phone, and I'll do some editing to show all the possible conversations that she can have. Or at least I'll try to. If I get bored, I won't show all of them.
Hello again. It's me. I know what Dr. Frydel told you, and I'm not going to argue with that. He is a top-level surgeon. The very best. And I agree. It's a very complicated procedure. Not many people can do it. But sometimes, maybe it's good to get another opinion if you know what I mean. That's it. No, not here. We'll meet in my private clinic in Tokyo. Much quieter. Good. You do that, madam. Yes, it's me. Do you have the material? What? No, you idiot. Do you pay attention at all? We're doing 2 whole eye transplants. I need you to find 2 identical eyes. Light blue, mint condition. Well, keep looking. Everywhere. What did I tell you over and over again? I don't know, and I don't want to know. Call me back when you have them.
Alright, I think she has one more possible conversation, but I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes. I don't feel like waiting any longer, so I'll just take her out now. Again, this is the perfect spot to do it. And the body will be found, but that's okay, because it counts as an accident kill. So nobody's going to be suspicious. You'll still get the silent assassin. Next up is Pavel Frydel. And he's actually a little bit trickier. It's a little bit riskier to take care of him, but it's not that big of a deal. If you are really worried about getting silent assassin on this and making sure you're doing it right, I would recommend starting with this guy first, and then killing the female surgeon, as she is a little bit more safe and guaranteed. This guy also has a lot of dialogue that I'm going to try to show. He goes around talking to some of his patients here. And he can also go outside. So I'll try to show all of that. There he is right here.
I like it here.
Guess what?
This is the finest
I like the design on this guy. I think he looks pretty interesting. I like the fact that he wears gloves. What a gentleman. No one wears gloves anymore. This guy does.
That is very interesting.
Uh-huh. He's on their board too. Plays golf with
So there's the body found of the first victim. But again, no worries. It's an accident kill. Doesn't hurt silent assassin.
How wonderful to see you're up and walking. I'll pop by later and have a look at the charts, okay? Yeah, that's great, thanks.
Well, the guy with the burn scars and knives for hands.
So, Doc, that enhancement treatment we discussed?
Well, it's kind of weird to be saying this, given the nature of my work, but I really think you should think twice about this enhancement therapy. It's all still pretty experimental.
I've made up my mind about it, Doc. I gotta go big. Real big.
You're young, and I have been around the block, so let me give you a bit of advice for free. Size isn't everything.
In my world, it is. All the guys are getting it done.
Really? I didn't know that. And they're not having any problems? I mean, performing their duties, so to speak.
On the contrary, Doc. They're real beasts. All of them. Always at it, day and night. Really competing to see who's biggest.
Wow. I mean, I don't judge, of course. I mean, this one time in medical school, but, I mean, I was pretty drunk, of course.
You're losing me, Doc.
Mr.
Can you get me those
Jason
steroids
Portman.
or not? I don't want to be
Please
the
come to the
smallest guy in
hospital
world.
entrance.
Steroids?
A doctor will
steroids.
escort you to your checkup.
I thought you were talking about something else.
That was for
Losing me again,
Mr.
Doc. What
Jason
do you think I was
Portman.
talking about?
Nothing. I'll
A
get you
doctor
the
will
damn
escort
steroids,
you
don't
to
worry.
your appointment.
I mean, I thought
Please
I was pretty
proceed to
clear,
the
but-
hospital entrance.
Well, you seem pretty fixated on guys, though, but, you know, that's just fine. This is a modern world we live in, and, well, as far as I'm concerned, who you love is entirely up to you.
Shut up.
Well, there's no call for that, sir. I was just saying. Let me know when you got the meds for me.
So it's actually a pretty hilarious conversation. I always get frustrated here in Hokkaido though, because there's always like 3 conversations happening at once. This is where I'm gonna kill him, right here in this little booth. But I'm not gonna do that just yet. I do want to show some more dialogue. Again, he'll talk to more patients. He can go outside to the winter garden, so I'll try to see that.
Hello? Yes.
Take care, Doctor.
Well, what we do is we make it a priority treatment. Normally, that's what we call the procedures we carry out on VIPs. You know, rock stars and heads of state, people like that. The thing is that when I put your name on that priority list, there are no questions asked, okay? So you don't worry about the thing. As soon as my bank guy calls and says the money's been wired into that account, we'll have you fixed up in no time. Yeah, I guarantee you that. Okay? No problem. Thanks.
So I do enjoy this Elusive target because they really develop the characters more so than previous targets.
Have a wonderful evening, Doctor.
To return to that unfortunate story, I must say that it was completely blown out of proportion.
Actually,
Sure, the boy died and it was a big tragedy and everything, but he could have been infected before he came here. Oh yes. I don't want to spread rumors or anything, but he was a pretty lively kid, you know. I could have picked up on one of his many so-called study trips abroad.
Banana Yoshimoto.
Okay, that's fine. Call me back and we'll set everything up.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's so beautiful.
So something important to note here is that he does drink from this wine as well. So again, if you manage to get a proper disguise, you can use some emetic poison here, even fatal poison if you choose to do so. Ideally emetic, that way he goes to the bathroom and you can jab him with a hemorrhagic virus.
I should try to.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you something. You're up here. You should enjoy it.
Oh, it's good to see you. Hey, you look 10 years younger already. Listen, I was going to stop by your bed this morning, but there was this important emergency.
Well,
Yeah, a little girl got badly burned and was flown in from some shanty town. It was a pro bono thing. Call me a romantic, but you can't just sit and do nothing, right? Anyway, I'll come by tonight and look at the tests, okay?
On another subject, that's what I am worried about Brexit. I got some serious ties to the UK, maybe Scotland, but I don't want to go. We need to do something about it. We're going to see how developers. And with the way the wind is blowing right now, I'm not sure that we're going to be harnessed by a government supported by it in the same way like the old days. Okay? These 10 grassroots nativist movements are really fascinating. I guess most of them have jobs in the backwards, but that's just a question.
So it looks like he doesn't really want to go outside. I'm just gonna kill him. Use your instinct, make sure. What the f?
Target down.
What the f, man? Really? God damn it. I'm so sick of people seeing through the wall, man. I was just about to say, use your instinct, make sure no one's looking. But apparently it doesn't even matter because people can still see through walls in this game. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm so annoyed right now. Man.
I have an update for you.
Alright, so I did go back and review the footage. I'm pretty annoyed. I went back and reviewed the footage and nobody saw me through a wall. What happened was that somebody saw me through the glass. And I'll kind of point that out once I get there, but I do want to run through this again. I'm using my alternative account. Obviously, it's only Mastery Level 1, so I have to do this from the beginning without a loadout. So I'll show you how to accomplish that. But oh my god, I'm so annoyed. I can't believe that happened. That should not have happened. I got really unlucky. It was some guy at the bar. He looked at me right at the exact second that I jabbed him. Now, I'm not doing the commentary live for this one. I was too pissed. I recorded this immediately after I failed, and I was too pissed at talking to the mic. So I just recorded the footage, and now I'm going back over and doing some commentary on it. Basically, I'm going to need this disguise here from the director in order to gain the master keycard. That way I can get to the hemorrhagic virus, because that door is locked pretty good, and unless I have a master keycard or the surgeon disguise, I can't really get in there. But yeah, I've calmed down a little bit. I'm a little bit relaxed. I'm not as pissed because, again, I did go back and look at the footage and it wasn't some cheese. Somebody actually did see me. It wasn't a wall hack like has happened to me in the past where people just see through the wall. I just got really, really unlucky. There's like a 1% chance that that guy could see you injecting the poison in the guy like I was doing, and it just so happened that it occurred right on my playthrough. Of course it did. So anyways, I'm gonna need this card here. And then I'm gonna wait for this guy to turn around so I can run past him, but it can take a while, so I'll edit it out here. And then back down. Now that's gonna allow me to open up the little area where Agent Smith is, and he'll give me the master key card. Also gonna delete the evidence here. So yeah, my main account will not get the rewards for completing this elusive target. Very frustrating, especially for a 100% completionist like me. So yeah, I'll skip this because this dialogue takes forever. Eventually he gives you the master key card, and now I can access the area where the virus is. I'll tell you what, you get a pretty good feeling once you complete an elusive target. There's a very good feeling of accomplishment. But that feeling is nothing compared to the feeling that you get once you actually fail one of them. That feeling sucks, man, especially when you're recording like I am. Alright, so then I'm gonna kill her the same way I killed before. Just gonna fast forward through this a little bit while she's yapping her mouth over here on the phone. I already showed all the dialogue, so no point in making you watch this again. I can't believe it. This is actually the third elusive target that I failed on my main account. You may remember the twins was my first one, and that was a complete accident. And then I also failed the broker, although I wasn't recording when I failed it, so I never even mentioned in my video of it that I had actually failed it on my main account. But this was the third one that I failed. That sucks. So I've successfully completed 18 out of 21. Not very good.
Mr. Jason Portman, please come to the hospital entrance. A doctor will escort you to your checkup.
Alright, let's see where the target is. Man, that lady was jumping around all over the place.
A doctor will escort
So the target was already here talking to the steroids guy.
to the hospital entrance.
So pretty reasonable timing here. Just gonna fast forward through this conversation since we've already seen it. And you can see, right on the right side, you can see the glass here. And the guy at the bar is who saw me. On the right side of the screen, not anybody in front of me. but they saw me all the way through that glass. Very unlucky. Over where Dexter is, that guy there at the bar, he's the one that saw me in my playthrough. Very unfortunate. So when you use your instinct, don't just look straight ahead at you, look through the glass and make sure nobody's looking through there. And then go ahead and do the silent attack. Again, the chances of it happening are minimal. I just got super unlucky. Crazy ridiculous.
The money has been wired to your account.
Alright, so that's that. It's actually not that hard of a elusive target. Like I mentioned, just got super unlucky. And now it's only a matter of running to the exit. I'm sorry that I kind of lost my cool there on the mic. But you know, it happens. It happens, what you gonna do? Hope you enjoyed the elusive target nonetheless. At least you got to see 2 different playthroughs of it. You got to see one for Mastery Level 1, and then you got to see me fail miserably. And I know you guys are sadistic people. You love to see me fail more than you like to see me succeed. I'll admit it's more entertaining to watch me fail and get mad. So, can't blame me too much, but yeah, I'll see you next time on. I'll let this play out here to the screen so you can see the silent assassin.